You're looking at the Acer V5 571P-6499. It's one of the new Windows 8 touchscreen computers. It comes from Acer, obviously. It runs a 1.7 gigahertz Intel Core i5-3317 mobile processor. It's got 4 gigs of memory and a 500 gigabyte spinning hard drive. It runs the Intel HD 4000 graphics. You can see it's got a 15-inch screen with a very average 1366 by 768 resolution. And I wanted to show this machine off to you here and give you an idea of what we think of it here at notebooks.com. One of the first things you'll see here is it is a touchscreen device, and so I can tap on the screen and it shows off what it can do. Now, like all Windows 8 machines, you can go to the desktop, install regular desktop applications and run them from there. The screen is, as you can tell, very reflective with a glossy screen. We're a little tired of that, but that's what all machines seem to come with these days. And the 1366 by 768 resolution is fairly middling. It's bright enough, but when you put it at about 40%, which is where we like to run systems in order to conserve battery life, it's a little bit dark. Other than that, it's what you get with a basic screen. The touch screen is quite responsive. Notice that it, follows my touch around pretty well. With Windows 8, you slide in from the edges in order to get access to all the things that it does. One of the things you'll notice, this machine is fairly thin. Here at the back, it is only about an inch thick, and so that makes it look pretty nice. It's got this plastic black bottom that's textured. It's got a look of being an aluminum case, but it's really just plastic colored in silver. We'll give you a look at the ports here on the side. Of course, you've got your charging port and vent there. That next port next to the vent and in between that and the HDMI port is a proprietary port that allows you to connect a dongle. One of the connections on the side of the machine allows you to plug in this dongle from Acer. It's a proprietary connector, and it gives you access, allowing you to connect to a VGA external monitor or display, and to Category 5 or Category 6 Ethernet cable. Dongles are annoying, but because of the thinness of this computer, I guess it's sort of necessary. I wish that they had found a way to just put the connections right on the chassis, even if it means having the machine just a couple millimeters thicker. That would have been more pleasing, because you know you're going to probably lose this thing if you're not careful. Now notice it's got a HDMI port, a USB 3.0 port, and 2 USB 2 ports, and then of course there's the stereo jack on it. And there's not much to see here on the front. I'm showing you the SD card slot, and there's a couple of LED indicator lights for telling you when your computer is in sleep mode, flashing as it is right now. Now over on this side, again, there's not a lot here except for there you see the DVD drive, the Kensington lock. As you can see, once it's open, very thin, nice roomy keyboard with a number pad if you like that. Function key, the window key. But the thing that really makes this one stand out from a lot of Windows machines is this roomy, ample trackpad. It's actually a click pad. You can see that it's clicking. Now, if you've never used a system with a touch screen, it might take some getting used to, but it is kind of pleasing to be able to swipe in from the side, tap on the settings, go down here to change your PC settings. As you can see, the computer does have Dolby Advanced Audio Virtual Surround Sound. Sounds pretty good, like cheap notebook speakers sound. Now when you plug in a pair of headphones, a decent quality headphones, then it sounds excellent. And that's what we recommend if you're going to be listening to music or watching video on it. By the way, watching video on the machine is pretty pleasing. We mostly just stream video from Netflix, but it works well. You're not going to play a lot of games on this machine. It's a little bit too underpowered for that. But average games, basic games will do well. I would call this a decent budget system. You can get it on sale now at the Microsoft online store for $5.99, which is the best price we've seen on it, except at Christmas time. Some people were selling it for just over $500. The retail price is $6.99 from Acer or Amazon, which I think may be a little expensive. At $5.99, it makes it a lot easier to say, yeah, go ahead and buy this thing, because I would say this is a notebook that's for maybe families. It could be a good student PC, a nice office system, as long as it's going to stay on your desktop most of the time and you just take it home for weekends. Not really a road warrior because it's such a large computer, although it's not that heavy, but it still is a little bit more machine than you might want to have to take on an airplane or throw in a backpack. It's a decent system with a few weaknesses. The battery life on it's really poor, under 4 hours, and so that's another reason we say it's better suited for someone who's going to keep it on a desktop most of the time. You can read our full review over at notebooks.com. The link will be in the notes below on the YouTube page. Thanks for watching. This has been Kevin Purcell for notebooks.com.